VTuber 一問一答自己紹介
Yeah, and the tape's
それじゃあ行
rolling.
くよせーのお名前は
Cat Blocksworthy.
呼び方は
Just Cat is fine.
あなたは何系 VTuber?
Nerdy cat girl who features
誕
spaceflight.
生日は
May 4th.
年齢は
Older than Pneumatic.
性別は
Transgender
身
female.
長は
4 foot 11.
出身は
Sacramento County.
チャームポイントは
Zylog hair clip.
突然ですがモノマネどうぞ
Yeah, what's up, Dad?
活動場所は
Twitch, Twitter, YouTube.
はじめの挨拶
Thank you for joining me.
終わりの挨拶
Bye.
推しマークは
None at present.
配信タグは
Cat-like
フ
feed.
ァンアートは
Cat pics.
ファンネームは
Cat's apprentices.
好きな色は
Iris Indigo.
好きなことは
Vintage computers and
得意
video.
なことは
Technology.
ここで一言愛の告白
I love you.
好きな食べ物は
Ethnic foods.
好きな飲み物は
Craft soda.
好きな漫画は
Pizza 10.
好きなアニメは
Planet.
好きなゲームは
Left 4 Dead 2.
好きな音楽は
Classic rock.
苦手なことは
Human stupidity.
尊敬するのは
Space fairy people.
叶えたい夢は
ISS crew
みん
interview.
なに一言どう
Thanks
ぞ
so much for your support and a final status check.
Go Atlas.
Go Centaur.
Go Catbox.
You have permission to launch.
3, 2, 1. RD-180 ignition, booster ignition, and liftoff of Atlas V and Centaur. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me. Stand by. There we go. Cat Flocksworthy here, just running another test here. Mainly, I decided to change out the encoder, the one that that OBS Studio comes with by default, which is X264. And in this case, I'm using hardware acceleration by way of my AMD Radeon RX 570. So I have decided to try changing it out with the one that comes with StreamFX, which uses FFmpeg instead of X264 as the code base. Come on, cat. I have a cat here on my lap, and she's rubbing against the XLR, which has a... I'm not sure if it's an issue with the connector itself or if it's something inside the connector, notably like with a solder joint or whatever. But yeah, if you heard a little bit of a glitch there, my apologies. That wasn't me. That was one of our three cats that's insisted on sitting in my lap for the duration. So anyway, hope everybody's having a good day and are looking forward to the 4th of July as it when it comes up. Those of you folks here in the United States. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a good time and are keeping cool. It's been pretty hot here, and particularly worrisome because we're now back in drought conditions where we're likely to have more fires again, which is not going to be a good thing, let me tell you. So anyway, and of course, the biggest thing that I'm worried about here is the basically people setting off illegal fireworks, excuse me. So what happens is that people lately have been setting off pretty powerful pyrotechnics in the skies, probably the stuff that's best suited for folks in the pyrotechnics industry, as opposed to just simple amateurs. And apparently, as I've mentioned on one of my streams over on Twitch, there was this one person who is in the Del Paso Heights / North Sacramento area of the city of Sacramento. Excuse me. What he decided to do was pretty stupid. He had been lighting off the big pyrotechnic grade stuff and basically just was setting him off, and apparently he hurt his hand and he flagged down a cop. Yeah, rain and storm season for me. Oh, I wish. We need that. We need it badly here. So in any event, yeah, basically yeah, here in California we're in another drought right now, which is never a good thing. So anyway, what basically is going on is that we have to worry about people setting off fireworks, even the legal stuff, because sometimes I've actually seen ground blue flowers take flight, which is kind of scary. Either take flight or just start, instead of staying in one spot, it starts to migrate up the driveway and onto the lawn. It's like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. So basically what happens is that these people, but anyway, back to what I was saying. This one guy was setting off pyrotechnics, and on a street in North Sacramento called Marysville Boulevard. I'm not sure if it actually goes directly to Marysville, but a lot of these old streets actually were named after the places they ultimately went to, like Auburn Boulevard, Marysville Boulevard, etc. Roofs coming off, powerful wind, terrifying thunder and light. Oh, yeah, definitely can say hard pass on those. I don't mind the power. I don't mind the thunder and lightning. It's the powerful winds to the point where it takes roofs off. That's just insane. But anyway, guy sets some stuff off, hurts his hand, flags a cop, and then guess what happens? They go search his house, and oh my God, apparently there was a lot of contraband fireworks there. So yeah, it was an interesting time to say the very least for that guy. Not only is he going into the hospital, he's probably going to jail for possession and discharge of illegal fireworks. And a lot of that's probably coming in from China by way of Nevada and other states that allow these crazy fireworks. So anyway, so this has been a very interesting time to say the very least. So And of course, that's ancillary to all the noise that everything makes, because some of these pyrotechnics charges have been set off very close to the house, to the point where it feels like we're in the middle of a freaking war zone, even though it's going in very slow motion. They're just, I mean, I'll hear what sounds like a mortar launch, and then all of a sudden I hear this big boom, like we're practically underneath the fireworks. It's like, dude, I'd rather hear this stuff from about several hundred feet away by people who know what the hell they are doing. Yeah. You could probably get where I'm coming from on that. So, but yeah, how's the encoding looking? Because what I did, like I mentioned earlier, I'd switched the encoder from OBS's built-in X264 assisted by with hardware assistance, in this case by an AMD graphics processor, and going to the other one, which runs FFmpeg, also with hardware assistance. Reason fireworks became banned here in PH, the Philippines, I'm assuming, is because many people here were getting hurt, losing fingers. I'm assuming third-degree burns, right? And idiots holding fireworks like they... Oh, God. Oh, my God. Sounds and looks good. I'll bet. Because it's like... Are these people nuts? What the heck makes them think they can hold that stuff and not get injured? Especially, like, for example, the more... Oh, I don't know, the more high explosives ones, like, say, M80s or the like. That's just ridiculous. That's downright scary stuff, you know? So, in any event, how's everything looking on that side? Especially considering you're pretty much on the other side of the planet from where I am. Because right now I am streaming at 1080p at 59.94 frames a second, which is NTSC double NTSC frame rate. That's how I'm compatible with a lot of video hardware out there, not just computers, but also television gear. So, because I was looking at the encode this morning, and it looked like there was some jitter in there. And on top of that, I backed the bit rate down from 10 megabits down to 6 megabits, such that it's on par with what I'm doing on Twitch, which is 6 megabits for video. And I don't appear to be able to adjust the audio bit rate encoding, because that would probably be. I mean, I normally do like 224 kilobits a second for audio up on Twitch, and 160 is the default. And I don't know what the limits are on Twitch, on Twitter. I mean, not Twitter, but YouTube. Twitch has a 320 kilobit per second limit. That's because you can actually encapsulate up to two 160 kilobit per second streams, or you can go on a lower bit rate, like, say, if I'm using 224, I'd probably use, say, 196 kilobit, just 96 kilobits per second. If I'm doing stuff, then I don't really care that much about sound. So that sounds good. So you're not seeing any drop frames, you're not seeing any motion hesitation. That's another thing I hadn't tried, and that is slower frame rates on playback, because I know a lot of that stuff has to do with the fact it has to work with what it gets. So anyway, the video seems to be looking good on that side. That's good. And interestingly, though, this thing, the encoder in that pack is marked as unstable, yet I've had absolutely no troubles with it whatsoever, which is good. Okay, stand by. I have a call coming in. This will be just a moment. Nope, not at all. That's good. Okay, that was done. I'm going to have to end stream very soon, but I'm going to go read. But it says here we also have something called piccolos, which is a small dynamite-shaped firework cylinder filled with gunpowder. We have something here in the States that's sometimes called piccolo Pete's. They have I guess they have gunpowder, but it's designed to burn in a controlled fashion, and it goes through a whistle, making a very, very loud sound. And as the pressure lowers, the pitch lowers too. So it's and some of these are pretty darn loud. So yeah, I wonder if that's the same thing as what you have over there. So, but yeah, that's what I've heard them call piccolo Pete's, whistling Pete's, etc. They're noisemaker fireworks. So anyway, and they have a little base, and they sit vertically, and they shoot a small flame out there. But really, the real spectacle on that is the sound more than anything else. So anyway, I really hate to excuse me. I hate to get going like this, but I just got called in. I have to do something here, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and I need to end stream now, and I will at some point. I may end up streaming later this evening on Twitch, so keep an eye on my Twitter. It's down below. My handle is down below. So anyway, thank you for dropping by, and thank you for helping me test the stream. And let's see, I'm just seeing what it says here. If it has a pirate cover, then yes. I don't know. But anyway, like I said, thank you so much for helping me test the stream, just to make sure that encoding sounds like it's working looks and sounds like it's working as it ought to. So in any event, thank you so much for coming, and I hope to see you soon. See ya. Bye.